say. Swallowing a 3D endoscopy went down his throat, so you could actually watch the endoscopic process in this man's esophagus, which has been punctured. So, please.
Thanks. How many of you have ever seen sword swallowing firsthand before?
Nope.
How many of you have never seen sword swallowing firsthand?
Secondhand swords.
How many of you thought it was just a trick, right? Just a gimmick, just folds up in the handle, curls up, right? Okay. And for a lot of magicians, it is. I do have a curl-up sword and a fold-up sword here that I normally do in my show. But since he's already kind of given away the goods here, we'll make this kind of quick because I know y'all have to get back to work. First of all, let me tell you something.
Take your time. Take your time.
Now, I want my AOL mail to come through. I've got to tell you something. I started on AOL in 1992. I started AOL, CompuServe, and Prodigy all at the same time. Actually, it was Promenade. Yeah. And I still have the mouse pad from Promenade. You guys sent me a mouse pad. And I've been half Dan at AOL ever since then. I'm still a devout AOL user, and I love you guys.
We're all on you.
Oh, yeah. And somebody will be taking his job tomorrow. So, yeah, I was in town. We were just shooting a 3D film. This may be an IMAX film. Where they're filming the whole thing in 3D for satellite, and it should be released on a major network in 6 or 9 months. We won't mention any names at this point. What I'm going to start out with is a small little sword, about a 20-inch long blade.
That's what I do.
Yeah. And, I'm going to keep this kind of. What I'm going to do is slide this one down my throat. This will go down to about here. And this is my doctor, Dr. Eric Mashburn, over here from Hartselle, Alabama. And he's been on a couple documentaries with me and kind of along for a little security kind of thing. But what I'll do is I'll slide this sword down into my body here, and we'll see how much ceiling height we've got here. I'm going to try something kind of fun. You'll get a kick out of this one, but I'm going to need your help on this one. No, I need all of you. On the counting part, okay? If you know the words, okay? Practice with me, ready?
1, 2, 3.
No, that's 2, but you got the idea.
Oh.
This is called the drop.
1, 2, 3.
That was just a little warmer-upper. We'll try one just a little bit longer. Check that out. Verify it's a real blade. It's not going to curl or fold up in the hand. Watch it. It's razor sharp. I just happen to use a very dull razor. Does it look real to you? Look real to you? It's not going to curl or fold up into the handle. No buttons, nothing on that. Okay. This one's going to go right down to about here. Now, how many of you would like to know where the blade really goes? Anybody want to know where it goes? Okay. Well, it's really too gross and disgusting to describe in detail, but I'll try. What I have to do to swallow a sword is I have to slide it into my throat in medical. Do we have any doctors or nurses, any EMTs? Oh, we got one right there. In medical terms, we'll let Dr. Mashburn kind of confirm this. In medical terms, what I have to do is slide the sword into my oral cavity, or my mouth, over the tongue. When I get to the back of the throat, I have to repress what? Gag reflex, right?
Quite a bit.
To repress the gag reflex, that takes people from 6 to 9 months to a year or two to learn to repress that. When I get past the gag reflex, go past the uvula, slide it down the upper cervical esophagus, then I have to repress the peristalsis reflex, and that's 22 pairs of muscles that swallows your food. When I get it down into the upper esophagus, I find the epiglottis, and I have to find the right alignment into the epiglottis, flip open the epiglottis, slide it down the epiglottis, between the lungs, okay? Now, when it gets to the center of my chest, it runs into the highest concentration of blood vessels in the human body, a little organ known as the cardiac muscle, or the heart, okay? Now, the esophagus kind of curls around the heart, kind of a three-way curve. So as I get down to the heart, I actually have to nudge my heart over to the left. Those of you in the front row, watch very carefully. You can watch the blade beat with my heart like this, because it'll be leaning on the heart, separated by about 1/8 of an inch of esophageal tissue. When I get it past the heart, I slide it past the breastbone, right here, through the diaphragm, relax the lower esophageal sphincter, right? Slide it past the lower esophageal sphincter, past the liver and kidneys, repress the Rett reflex in the stomach, slide it all the way down into the bottom of my stomach. If I go further than that, all the way down to my fallopian tubes. Not quite that far. That's in medical terms. In plain old common English, I'm going to ram 2 feet of cold hard steel down my gullet to tickle the bottom of my tummy. Now the cameras come out. Yeah, post these on Facebook and YouTube. We're on the welcome screen. Would you like to see one more just a little bit longer?
Yeah. Jesus. Cruel.
Jessica, hi Jessica. Everybody say hi to Jessica.
Hi, Jessica.
Jessica, now I need you to verify that is a real blade. Looks real. It's a 30-inch sword with a 24-inch long blade. Okay, what I need you to do is stand right next to me
You're
here.
not going to make me do it, are you?
Kind of the idea. First time for everything, right? People ask me how I got started and why I do this. When I first learned in 1997, I heard there were less than a dozen sword swallowers left. I practiced 10 to 12 times a day, every day, for about 4 years, about 13,000 unsuccessful attempts before I got my first sword down February 12, 2001. Took another 2 years to get consistent at it, another 5 years to master it. So what I'm going to do, Jessica, is I'm going to try to swallow this sword, let it drop, no hands. This is a 30-inch sword, 24-inch long blade. This is one I swallowed in the tank of sharks. Just drop it all the way down into the stomach like this. Then to prove that it's really real, with photographic proof, I will bow. You see all the way down the blade, all the way down to the pit of my stomach. Come all the way around here, and then Jessica gets the privilege of being the one to extract the blade from the pit of my stomach.
I would not like that.
Jessica?
Okay.
Okay? She doesn't
I don't want to do that.
Are you right-handed or left-handed? Right-handed? Okay. What I need you to do, I'll come around like this. You grab the blade with your right hand, pull it straight out, hold it right over your head like this, very trumpfully. Everybody give her a big round of applause, okay? Think you can do that? So what I'm going to do is come around like this.
How do I kill you?
Like this, down over the top like this. Just like Sword in the Stone. Just pull it straight out, up like this. Now, very important, Jessica. When I come around, do not wait. Okay, don't take your time, do not wait. Pull it up very quickly, because if you wait, my stomach will retch and it can puncture against the bottom of the sword. Okay? Pull it out very quickly. But not too fast or it'll slice the sides of my throat.
I'm scared. Maybe I can do it.
No, that's okay. Just pull it out at a medium speed. Whatever you do, don't scrape it up my backbone. Don't go brrrr like that, 'cause it really hurts. Just pull it straight out like this. Okay? You might not want to stand right under it in case it drips. Okay? Her hands are shaking. Are you okay? She's nervous. Yeah, you're nervous. I'll swap your places if you want. Okay. All right. Are you ready?
Okay, you right here?
Okay. Are you guys ready? This is 3 times more dangerous than regular sword swallowing. Danger number 1, I'm going to do the drop. Danger number 2, I'm going to attempt to bow my body directly in half. Danger number 3, I have a total stranger pull the sword out of my throat. 3 times more dangerous. You ready? Here goes. This is 3 times more dangerous than regular sword swallowing.
Oh my God.
How did she do it?
How many of you want to see Jessica swallow the sword?
Yeah.
There you go. Now you've seen a little